Good morning. My name's Celia Roberts, and today we're looking at yoga for vagal tone. I'm outdoors. I'm surrounded by my tin shed, so I hope the sound is wonderful for you as I live stream this class. If you can, go outdoors, have a bit of fun, and get some sunshine. All right, so let us begin. Come to your mat, and we shall begin yoga for vagal stimulation. So come to stand nice and tall on your mat and focus on a long and steady out breath. We want to vary your heart rate, and heart rate variability is a good measure of vagal tone. Your vagus nerve is long. It's a 10th cranial nerve, the 10th cranial nerve, traveling down your neck, innervating heart and lungs, diaphragm and digestive organs. We can affect the organs through yoga, through our breathing, and we can affect vagus or the communication between brain and biome by the vagus nerve. Let us begin. Focus on a long and steady out breath. When you're ready, we're going to add sound to the out breath to increase the length of it. The length of our out breath will be increased by sound. We can use the sound om or hum. When you're ready, step the right leg back, inhale, open through the chest and heart, and exhale all the way down to the ground with the sound om. Om. Step the right leg forward to the front, come to a bent-legged Uttanasana. Come to Utkatasana, inhale, chest open, arms out, and then exhale the hands down as you come to standing with the sound om. Om. Step the left leg back this time. Inhale, open to Virabhadrasana 1. Good. Exhale with the sound om. Om. This time stepping back to the down face dog position, keeping the belly soft, the tongue moist, and smile gently to stimulate vagal tone, or the vagus nerve, the ventral vagal aspect of the vagus nerve. Belly soft. Good. Step or jump the feet forward towards the front. Come into a low squat position, hands to the heart here. Smile as wide as you can to stimulate the nerve. Good, and then inhale coming up. Massage the neck ever so gently. This will also stimulate the vagus nerve. Okay, wonderful. Let's step back once again. Right leg forward, left leg back, and a nice big warrior one opening through chest and heart. And we'll exhale down with the sound hum now. The humming sound increases nitric oxide, which is a natural anti-inflammatory. And when we stimulate the vagus nerve through parasympathetic nervous system dominant activity, we will also come to practice with a natural anti-inflammatory. So nitric oxide and vagal stimulation, exhaling down with the hum. Good, straighten out through the leg there. Repeat the cycle. Inhale, opening through the chest. Exhale with the sound hum, straightening through the leg. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling down with the sound hum, straight leg. Good, we're gonna stay on this leg now. Take your hands to the hips and we wanna gently pump down. And as we pump down, we're gonna add the breath of fire. And as we add the breath of fire, you're gonna lift your heart rate and then we wanna draw it down immediately. So the way you breathe affects your vagus nerve and your vagal tone. Let's go. Good, inhale, lift up, straight leg, exhale, fold forward with a long hum. Step the left leg forward to the front here, come to a low squat position, palms in front, just touching the earth. Take an inhalation, come to half Utkatasana, half chair pose, arms open, and then exhale with the hum to standing. Leave the left leg forward, take the right leg back and behind. Good, inhale, open the hands out nice and wide. Exhale here, coming forward. If you can add the hum, do so. Inhaling up. Exhale with the hum, straight leg. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward over a straight leg. Good. Then as you come up, we're going to use the breath of fire here and really increase the heart rate and then lower it. So let's go. Inhale. Exhale with the hum. Beautiful. Let's step it back to the down face dog. Smile as wide as you can at your feet, using the facial muscles to stimulate the ventral vagal aspect of the vagus nerve. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to bring the legs forward to the front here, have a little bit of a shake. And this way we try and stimulate the dorsal aspect of the vagus nerve. So, according to Stephen Porges, when someone's in shutdown, depression, or melancholia, unfortunately, they may be in the freeze response. And the dorsal vagal, or the dorsal aspect of the vagus nerve, is possibly responsible for this. So we can't bring them into social engagement, compassion, kindness, smiling, if that's not how they're feeling. And we've got to lift them into the flight or fight response. So this shaking meditation will make you sweat. And then we want to lift your heart rate and try and vary it. So we want to get you out of freeze to flight or fight so we can socially engage you and connect you with others once again. So we're going to laugh here. And we just have to fake it to lift your heart rate, get you sweaty. And that will pump your diaphragm and stimulate vagus nerve. Keep going, shaking, laughing, shaking, laughing. Last time. Good, you're going to squat down here. We're going to pulse it. And as we pulse it, I want you to do the breath of fire. Breathing out through the nostrils now, Kapalabhati. And then breath of fire. Kapalabhati. Through the nostrils. Good, keep going. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, calm everything down with a long and steady out breath. Off we go. Good, bend through the knees, gently take your body to standing. Let's step our right leg forward and come into Trikonasana. As you come to Trikonasana, take your hands out nice and wide and reach forward as much as you can and exhale down with a lovely long out breath. Now try not to go down as far as you can, rather lift up and keep the breathing apparatus muscles open so that the vagal tone is good. You can use your breath to stimulate the nerve correctly. Good. From here, lower both hands down to the earth, tuck the chin under, come to a deep squat position here and hold. And we want to use the cervical flexion here to tell the baroreceptors in the neck that the head is lower than the heart and to calm things down. Good, let's inhale into warrior one. And from here, exhale to standing, hands to the heart, bending gently and finish with a hum. Let's take the left leg forward in Trikonasana, right leg back, arms nice and long, reaching forward, and then exhale down. And as you come down, you can use sound or a long out breath. The idea is here to open the chest and the heart. You want the breathing to be steady and even. If you can elicit a feeling of compassion towards yourself as well, you'll also manage heart rate variability and vagal tone, bringing the system into the parasympathetic nervous system response. Good. Okay, from here, slowly and gently bring your hands down towards the earth here. Bend the knee over the ankle and let your head rest down. The head is lower than the heart. Good, and then we'll draw the back leg up. Come to Utkatasana here, chest and heart open. And then exhale to standing with the hands to the heart and a hum. Good. Okay, from here, let's step nice and wide. And we'll come to a squat position, we'll come to the forward fold here, wide-legged forward fold. So we'll come all the way down Good, and then stick the tongue out, open the jaw, eyes lift up. Working the facial muscles, which will affect everything, particularly the vagus nerve. Good, and then we inhale, lift up. Good. Here, you want to try and rub the palms together and palm the eyes. This affects the oculovagal reflex. So the eyes say to the vagus nerve, okay, let's calm down. Keep the heart rate low. It's like going to sleep, rubbing your eyes as a child and knowing that it's time to rest. Good. Okay, we're going to bring that down again. Hands come towards the earth. Inhale, lift the chest, stick the tongue out, eyes lift up. Good. And then I want you to work all the muscles of the face really quickly. So you're going to make all these quick facial expressions, as many as you can. Surprise, shock, fear, laughter, fun, happiness, joy, compassion, ease. Whatever you can do, use all the muscles of your face as quickly as you can, making the facial muscles work to your advantage and stimulating the vagus nerve. Beautiful. Okay, hands come down. Behind the back, fingers interlock, drop down. As you rest down, let your face rest in a compassionate posture. Half put a smile. Excellent. We're going to bring it so that the fists are to the earth. Jump the feet in a little bit closer, and you want to be in a low squat position here. And then from this position, I want you to squat low and use the breath of fire. Or breathing out through the nostrils now, whichever you choose. Breath of fire, stimulating the basal metabolic rate. Breathing out through the nostrils again, squatting low. And release. Good. Folding forward, hold the elbows, relax the face. Practice the half Buddha smile, focus on a long and steady out breath. This long and steady out breath will take your heart rate from high to low and stimulate the vagus nerve from parasympathetic nervous system activity to parasympathetic. And we want to build up this resilience in your body. It's really important that you're able to switch from a stressful situation to a calm situation and train your mind and body which is which. Okay, let's step your legs back into the down face dog. Let the belly be soft here, so to almost take on a compassionate posture. And if you can, use compassionate self-talk now, like you're doing really well. Use kind and gentle tones. So they're soft tones that you speak to yourself silently. You're doing really well. This is a great posture. You're really enjoying being in your body, your breath, whatever it might be. And these soft tones and the way you elicit your self-talk will affect your nervous system and your endocrine system and your vagal tone. I refer here to the work of Professor Paul Gilbert. Let's rest down to the knees and come into child's pose and use the posture to really calm, relax, and rejuvenate. Okay, when we come up, let's practice shaking meditation. So we want to shake the hands vigorously. And let's add the laughing meditation back into the posture. And again. You want to pump the diaphragm, get that heart rate high. You're doing well. All right, step the right leg forward. Inhale, both hands come high. Open through the chest, heart, smile as wide as you can. Even if you have to fake it, you will make it because you're creating biochemical changes in your bloodstream, your brain, and your nervous system. Good. Okay, let's bring that down. Step back. Let's come into plank pose. Try and keep the belly a little bit soft here. So you're improving vagal tone, increasing oxytocin, even whilst you're working under pressure. So when we say belly soft here, this is about keeping your nervous system calm. Yeah, so your abs might be working, but I want you to keep the general feeling of your nervous system or your parasympathetic nervous system is still calm despite the situation. Good, drop to the knees, and then we'll step the left leg forward to the front. We're gonna lift your heart rate, and if you can here, smiling as wide as is possible. And bring it down with a bit of a shake up. Plank, let's do it. Pressing back, soft belly. Good, and then from here, we're gonna speed up your heart rate. So From there, we want to step over to the right with the right foot, step over to the left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Good. Hold. Breath steady and even. And then rest back into down face dog. Use a hum or an om to bring parasympathetic nervous system dominance into play. Good. We'll step or jump our feet towards our hands. And we want to rest nice and low into this squat position here. And I'm going to teach you something called the Vagal maneuver. And this will stimulate the vagus nerve. If the heart rate is really high and you suffer from anxiety or panic or tachycardia, this can be really helpful. If you have any heart problems or high blood pressure or low blood pressure, it's really important that you get the advice of a doctor before you perform this activity. But we're going to practice it really gently. So the benefits to you should be enormous and not detrimental. But please heed those cautions. So you do this every day when you go to the toilet. And we do it in yoga. We take breath holds and we stimulate the nervous system in a certain way. So you're going to inhale. Good. Jalandhara Bandha, chin locks down. And then I want you to bear down like you're going to the toilet. And then inhale. And fingertips to the earth. Exhale, fold forward. The idea is here that we're bringing your heart rate down. Okay, from there, try again. Hands to the heart. Take an inhale. Close the glottis, Jalandhara Bandha, and then bear down like you're going to the toilet. An expansive Mula Bandha, so it's down, not up. Fingertips to the earth. Exhale, fold forward. When you're ready, come into it for the last time. We're going to hold here. Hands come to the heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, close down the glottis, Jalandhara Bandha, lock the throat, and then press down as if you're going to the toilet. An expansive Mula Bandha. So if your heart rate is high as you exhale now, that should really drop it down. Good. Okay, slowly and gently come up. Be mindful that we've played with blood pressure. So whilst that can be really good for people who have low blood pressure, we have to be very careful because we're manipulating blood pressure and heart rate there. All right, let's take our hands to our hips, step nice and wide, and we'll come back into Trikonasana and then into Ardha Chandrasana. So bring your right hand down, let it slide along your leg, lift your left hand up, and then when you're ready, bring your right hand forward and into alignment with the little toe of your foot. So you're in Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Good, and then really try and open up the chest. So half of our difficulties with vagal tone is often that the posture is forward folding. The head is forward and over the heart, so we can't breathe correctly. And this affects our mental health in a very negative light, unfortunately. So we want to try and open the chest up as much as we can and open the head back into alignment with the heart. So bring the head back. And this overall will correct your posture and assist your breathing. And your breathing affects your heart rate and your vagal tone. Good. We want to vary the beats between your, in your heart rate. So let's try on the other side. Heart rate variability is the variance in beats between your inhale and your exhale. Slide down the leg and then slowly send your hand to offshoot from your little toe there, raising up into Ardha Chandrasana, and then really work on aligning your posture, your chest, opening the chest, lifting the rib cage high. Good. Allow the breath to be even and steady with a long focus on your exhale. Focus on your long exhalation. Beautiful. Okay, let's change, coming down. Then from there, we'll come into Virabhadrasana 3. So we're looking at a long balance, and I want you to still work on focusing on a long out breath here. So we'll take our Left leg back first and leave our right leg stable. So it's an inhale, raise the hands up. Hands come out to the side, send the left leg out and lifting, opening through the chest. And then in this position, focus on a steady, one-pointed focus through the eyes, shutting out all stimulus via the optic nerve. And then from there, taking the hands forward in front, focusing on a long exhalation. Stay steady and as calm and as quiet as you possibly can in a posture that's challenging you. Beautiful. Hands come out to the side, slowly back to standing position. Let's or hum, choose, and know that this sound is affecting you beautifully into the relaxation response, bringing you there. Other side. Okay, hands high if you wish, hands out to the side if you need more balance, and then send the right leg back. Stay as steady as you can, focus your eyes on one point, really developing the prefrontal cortex of the brain as you focus your attention on balance, breath, and one-pointedness. Take the hands forward and in front, hands forward and in front. Be as steady as you can, focus on a long and steady out breath, keeping the body calm even under pressure. With stimulating vagus nerve, we want to be really resilient. So if you're in a stressful situation, you can remain calm. If you need to flee or fight or run, you do. All right, let's bring it down and hands back to the heart here. Keep the legs straight or bent, and we'll repeat the mantra Om, which is inherently more important for bringing us into the relaxation response than the sound or other sounds. Om. We're going to practice the Vagal maneuver standing up. So this will help you if you find your heart rate getting high in a situation. And remember the precautions I mentioned earlier. So be mindful. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it or ask your doctor. Okay, it's an inhale. Close the glottis, bear down like you're going to the loo. This will help with a condition called tachycardia. Let's inhale, take the hands out, fast heart rate. Exhale, fold forward, exhaling with the mantra if you wish. Good, let's massage the head and sides of the neck, stimulating the vagus nerve through massage, particularly on the sides of the neck. Remembering the cranial nerve runs down through the sides of the neck, into the heart, lungs, diaphragm, innervating the organs of digestion as well. Good, run your hands all along the back body there. The back body and its attention, our attention towards it tends to stimulate parasympathetic nervous system activity. So just stroking the back body with a sense of compassion, kindness, steadiness, and ease. Self-compassion also is a wonderful stimulant for the vagus nerve. Good. Okay, when you're ready, just massaging the face and around the eyes and remembering that stimulates the oculovagal reflex. The vagus nerve is listening to this calming and soothing sensation that you're putting on the eyes, almost telling yourself to go to sleep. All right, come here, let's tap on the thymus. The vagus nerve innervates the thymus. And so we want to try and tap into this. And I'm not saying that this works, but it's a great thought. A little bit like Tarzan. And what the vagus nerve does really affect is our vocal tones. So we're going to step our right leg back, and you can keep it up in the air if you like, or you can bring it down to the ground in Virabhadrasana. And you're going to like Tarzan. Let's do it on the other side. Bring it forward. And I don't think we'll be stimulating the thymus, to be honest, by doing this, but we're certainly working on voice here and possibly taking any resistance out of the lungs. All right, let's shake it out, have a bit of a laugh. We'll practice the laughing Buddha to make it easier. So we inhale, lift up, and we shake down. And you want to pump your diaphragm while you're doing it. And again. We can even pump the diaphragm up by taking the in-breath now and suctioning the belly on the exhalation. So inhale, exhale, suction the belly up, lifting the diaphragm, and again stimulating the vagus nerve. Good, let's release that. Inhale, coming up. Be really mindful if you feel dizzy to just stay low and come up at your own pace. We'll do it twice more. Inhale, exhale, hands to knees. Pull the belly up, lift the diaphragm, hold the breath, stimulating the vagus nerve. And then slowly in your own time coming up. Want to do it again? Let's try. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly high, suction the diaphragm right up into the pleural cavity. And when you feel ready, come up and shake it up. So shaking and dancing, remember we're trying to bring someone out of shutdown or freeze response, which Stephen Porges in polyvagal theory comments that is about when we've frozen from depression or melancholia, and we need to bring someone to flight or fight, get their heart rate high so that they can once again socially engage and come into a compassionate, heartfelt response with the rest of the world. So we'll smile now and offer ourselves a deep sense of compassion, and compassion to someone who we also love very much. Okay, from here we'll inhale, the hands come high and out to the side, opening chest, heart and lungs. And then from there, hands come down. Step back into the down face dog. Raise the right leg up nice and high. Take the right leg forward to the front in Ekapada Rajya. If you want to kind of stimulate the heart, then you're lifting high. If you want to calm the heart, then you're coming down. So this one will increase sympathetic nervous system activity, and this one will increase parasympathetic nervous system activity. Choose your posture. Beautiful. Okay, let's change sides. Walk the feet out. And raise again through the opposite leg. And bring that forward to the front, and then choose your posture. You're either coming down low, and you can use the thumbs to Pani Mama point to stimulate the brow center there. Or you can inhale and lift up and smile, stimulating the vagus nerve through a smile. We can do both if you're down low. Good. Use your eyes as much as you can. A lot of people who have studied micro expressions of the face say you can only trust a smile that uses the eyes, the crow's feet. So we really love those lines. Use them now. Good. And then we'll slowly and gently release. So we're not going to come back to down face dog here. We're coming to a seated position. We're going to practice Brahmari Pranayama. So Brahmari Pranayama is about putting some pressure on the eyes to calm us down. Using a humming bumblebee breath. So you block the ears through the thumbs. And then the ring fingers block the nostrils partially, and then we hum. And we'll do this for 5 times, and it increases nitric oxide, which is an anti-inflammatory molecule. And the extension of breath will also reduce inflammation and stimulate the vagus nerve through parasympathetic nervous system activity. Let's take the fingers to the eyes, thumbs to the ears, ring fingers to the nose. Breathe out 5 times. Last 1 to 2 times at your own pace. Then release, take the hands high, and then we're going to use breath of fire here to lift your heart rate. Good, bring the hands down. Tuck the belly high, chin locks down, and then hold and release. Exhale, long, gentle, quiet, tranquility, and calm. Then we'll change. Let's come to fish pose. So in the fish pose, we want to bring our hands just underneath our body. So I've got my forearms underneath, and then depending on the state in which I want to practice, I either keep my chin to the chest, or if it feels fine for my neck, I take the head back and open the chest, heart, and really stretch through the front of the neck. It improves the head carriage, always being forward, which restricts our breathing and affects our vagus nerve. So we want to inhale, lift, open through the chin, stretch through the front of the neck muscles, and really open this up so that it improves our head carriage. Along with other postures, by the way, but this will certainly help stretch out the front of the neck, which is often tight when the head does not rest clearly over the heart and affects our breathing. Good, stick the tongue out now, lift the eyes and look up. Really stretch through the jaw there. Then take the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Keep the eyes looking up if you can, stretching the ocular nerves, or the ocular muscles, sorry, and tensioning the nerves. Good, and then from there, smile as wide as you can with your heart and your face. And then slowly and gently resting down into Shavasana here. And practicing your rhythmic and soothing breathing with a focus on the exhalation. Peter Levine teaches us VU breathing. It sounds like a foghorn, and the idea is that you put all the sound, it's a low sound, and the sound comes from down low around the belly region of the body. So I want you to visualize that, a VU sound that helps us with the nervous system, sort of release any trauma or angst, grief. So the sound is, you sound kind of odd, like a ghost, but I want you to see if you can use that sound to stimulate the vagus nerve. Try it twice more and keep the breath as steady and as stable for as long as you can using that sound. One more time at your own pace. And then to finish in Shavasana, we will practice compassion or self-compassion, which also stimulates the vagus nerve and improves vagal tone. So take a compassionate posture in your face and let your heart be compassionate, or let your body rest compassionately upon the earth. Posture and facial expressions are important. Half-water smile. And for any trouble you're experiencing in your life now, just let your compassionate self soothe you with soft tones that you use silently, and speak to yourself gently and with deep kindness. Really reassure that part of you that feels troubled. Remember to keep the face, posture, and rhythmic breathing. So the rhythmic breathing with a long exhalation. Compassionate posturing, compassionate face. And let your compassionate self speak to any troubles you're experiencing right now. Really encountering self-criticism, anxiety, anger, resentment, or depression with self-compassion. And lastly, feel free to slowly come to seated position. You can remain lying down if you wish. And as you come to seated position, just make sure your spine is nice and tall. Your face is compassionate. The half-water smile rests upon you. And we'll bring the hands to the heart and practice self-compassion by just taking the hands over the heart. This act of just touching oneself in a gentle and kind way is really spoken about by a woman named Christine Neff. But I want you to also add the hum that we know increases nitric oxide and reduces inflammation, also stimulating the vagus nerve. Together we will hum 3 times, sending ourselves compassion and kindness. We'll rub the palms together. Cup the eyes using the palms and stimulate the ocular vagal reflex to calm you down just a little further before you go on with the day. I wish you well. I wish you deep health and happiness. Excellent vagal stimulation or vagal tone. Beautiful heart rate variability. Less inflammation in body and mind, and a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for joining me around my tanks. See ya.